जोहार झारखंड। आज 3 जनवरी 2021 मैं आपको रिवोल्यूशन ऑफ द अर्थ एंड और रिलेटेड टॉपिक पर मैं टू द पॉइंट फैक्ट शेयर कर रहा हूँ, जो आपको ध्यान तो अपडेट करेगा और कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जामिनेशन में भी आपको अच्छा स्कोर करने में मदद करेगा। 21st March, when the sun is directly over the equator and the lengths of a day and nights are equal all over the globe, it is called vernal equinox or spring equinox। 21 मार्च तो जब सूर्य विषुवत रेखा के ऊपर होता है तो दिन और रात दोनों बराबर होते हैं पूरे ग्लोब में, और इसे हम वर्नल इक्विनोक्स या बसंत इक्विनोक्स भी कहते हैं। ऑटमनल इक्विनोक्स ऑन 23rd September when the sun is directly over the equator and the length of the day and night are equal all over the globe। 23 सितंबर तो जब सन इक्वेटर के ऊपर रहता है उस दिन भी दिन और रात बराबर होते हैं और उसे हम ऑटमनल इक्विनोक्स कहते हैं। लिथोस्फीयर consists continent and ocean basins। There are 7 continents in the world: Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe and Australia। लिथोस्फीयर का मतलब होता है स्थल मंडल। स्थल मंडल में हमारे महादेश होते हैं, सागर बेसिन होते हैं, और हमारे संसार में 7 महादेश हैं जिनके नाम आप देख रहे हैं। एशिया इज द लार्जेस्ट कॉन्टिनेंट इन द वर्ल्ड। द टॉलेस्ट माउंटेन इन द वर्ल्ड, माउंट एवरेस्ट, 8850 यानी 8850 मीटर का सबसे ऊंचा माउंट एवरेस्ट जो है एशिया में ही है। एंड लोएस्ट पॉइंट ऑफ द लैंड द डेड सी एट द 430 मीटर बिलो सी लेवल आर बोथ इन एशिया। The equator cuts through the middle of Africa। The largest hot desert in the world, the Sahara, stretches across North Africa। Africa is the second largest continent। Lithosphere। South America is the fourth largest continent। The world's largest river, the Amazon, flows through South America। Mount Etondua 6959 meter is the highest point in South America। Antarctica is the 5th largest continent। It spreads around the South Pole। This continent is covered by layers of permanent ice। There are no permanent settlement here। Europe is the second smallest continent। Europe and Asia are part of the same landmass and together they are known as Eurasia। Mount Elbrus 5633 meter is the highest point of Europe। Australia is the smallest continent। It is surrounded by the sea on all sides, thus it is also known as the island continent। The Tropic of Capricorn runs through the middle of the continent। Hydrosphere। There are 5 main oceans in the world: the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, the Arctic Ocean, and the Southern Ocean. They are all interconnected. The Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean. It covers nearly one third of the Earth's surface area. It is also the deepest ocean. The Mariana Trench of the coast of the Philippines is the deepest point on the surface of the earth. The Atlantic Ocean is the second largest ocean on the earth. It resembles the letter S. It separates the continents of Europe and North America. Many islands such as Great Britain and Ireland lies in this ocean. The Indian Ocean is the only ocean named after a country. Some of the islands found here are the Lakshadweep Island, Mauritius, the Andaman and Nicobar Island, the Maldives and Sri Lanka. The Arctic Ocean spreads around the polar region and remains frozen most of the time. Huge masses of ice called iceberg floats in the water during summer. There are several islands like Greenland and Iceland in this ocean. The Southern Ocean is also known as the Antarctic Ocean. It surrounds the continent of Antarctica. This ocean, like the Arctic Ocean, remains frozen for the most of the year. The water in the hydrosphere is continuously changing its form from liquid water to gas or water vapor to solid ice and snow, and then back to liquid. This constant interchange of the forms of water is called water cycle. On the surface of the earth, water is found in ocean, seas, lakes, and rivers. The atmosphere. The layer of air that surrounds the earth is called the atmosphere. The atmosphere consists of several gases such as nitrogen 78%, oxygen 21%, and 1% of other gases like carbon dioxide and argon, water vapor, and dust particles are also present in atmosphere. Biosphere. The biosphere is that part of the earth where life exists. The word The word bio means life in Greek. It is formed by the interaction of plants, animals, and other living things with their non-living environment. The biosphere consists of various habitats. A habitat is a natural environment in which an animal or plant normally lives or grows. Global warming. Smoke from factories and vehicles pollutes the atmosphere and increases the carbon dioxide in the air. This increase in the level of carbon dioxide has led to an increase in the temperature of the earth. This is called global warming. Global warming is affecting all the realms of the earth. For example, it is affecting the hydrosphere by causing the polar ice caps to melt and river to dry. Thus, we need to take urgent steps to protect the planet by reducing pollution, planting more trees. Isthmus is a narrow strip of land connecting two larger land areas. The atmosphere protects us from the harmful rays from the sun. The solid surface layer of the earth, which consists of all the land masses, is called lithosphere. The largest river in the world is the Amazon. Mariana Trench is the deepest point on the surface of the earth. The water found in the ocean cannot be used directly because it is salty. Landform. Earth's surface is made up of different kinds of natural features like mountains, valleys, hills, plains, and rivers. These natural features are called landforms. The landforms of the earth are classified as major landforms and minor landforms. Mountains are landforms that rise high above the surrounding land. They generally have very steep slopes and end in sharply pointed tops called peaks. So it is called major landform. PM MSY मत्स्य क्षेत्र पर केंद्रित और सतत विकास योजना 10 सितंबर 2020 से बिहार से पीएम लॉन्च किए। आत्मनिर्भर भारत पैकेज के तहत वित्तीय वर्ष 2020-21 से वित्त वर्ष 24-25 तक 5 साल की अवधि के दौरान सभी राज्यों और संघ शासित प्रदेशों में कार्यान्वित 20,050 करोड़ रुपये का निवेश होगा। A chain of mountain is called a mountain range. The youngest and highest mountain range in the world are the Himalaya. The longest mountain chain in the world are found on the ocean floor called the oceanic ridges. This massive range stretches around the globe for over 65,000 kilometers. Hills are landforms which rise higher than the surrounding land, but they are lower, more rounded, and less steep than mountains. The lowland between two mountains or hill is called a valley. The climate is warmer in valley than on mountain tops. Therefore, in cold places, people often prefer to live in valley, and in hot places they prefer to live on the mountains. A plateau is a large flat-topped landform that rises sharply above the surrounding land. It is also known as tableland because of its flat table-like shape. The Tibetan Plateau in the Himalaya is the largest and the highest plateau in the world. The Deccan Plateau in India and the Colorado Plateau in the Northern America are the other examples of plateau. Plains are the vast area of flat, low-lying land. Some plains may gently slope in. Most plains are formed by rivers. When rivers flow down from the mountain, they bring with them large amount of mud and sand. Sometimes when the river floods, it carries the mud and sand out over the land. After the flood, when the water goes back, it leaves behind a thick layer of mud on land. Over thousands of years, the layer of mud built up, leading to the formation of a flat and fertile expanse of land called a flood plain. The great plain of the world, such as the Indo-Gangetic plain in North India and the plain of Huan, He, and Sichuan in China, are some of the most crowded places on the earth. This is because the rich soils of the plain is good for growing crops. Also, since they are flat, it is easy to build cities, roads, and railways on plain. Minor landforms. Deserts are extremely dry areas, land with very little water. They get very little rainfall and few plants grow there. Some deserts are sandy, like the Thar Desert in India, while some are rocky, like part of the Sahara Desert in North Africa. The Sahara, the largest desert in the world, is a hot desert. Some deserts, like Antarctica, are cold deserts. An area of land surrounded by water on all sides is called an island. A group of islands is called an archipelago. The elevation island of the coast of Alaska form an archipelago. Greenland is the largest island in the world. Though Australia too is an island, it is considered to be a continent because of its size. It is almost 3 times larger than Greenland. The place where the land and sea meet is called a coast. A beach is a narrow strip of land that stretches along the coast, separating the land from the sea. A water body surrounded by land on three sides is known as a bay. Example, the Bay of Bengal and the Great Australian Bight. A landform which is surrounded by water on three sides and is joined to the mainland on the one side is called a peninsula. Long streams of water are called rivers. Rivers have water throughout the year and are called perennial rivers. Example, the Ganga, the Indus, and the Nile. Rivers like the Godavari, the Krishna, that have a little or no water from a few months in a year are called seasonal rivers. The points where a river starts is its source, and the point where it ends is its mouth. Along the source of a river, several smaller rivers join the main river. They are the tributaries of the main river. A river carries with its large amounts of fine sand and mud called silt. When it reaches its mouth, the river deposits large quantities of silts, leading to the formation of a landform called a delta. A large body of water that is surrounded by land on all sides is called a lake. Lake Superior in North America is the largest freshwater lake in the world. Sambhar Lake in Rajasthan is the largest saltwater lake in India. तो ये जो मैंने वीडियो बनाया है ये आप तो फिजिकल ज्योग्राफी का पार्ट्स है जो आप तो अपने पृथ्वी के बारे में और उनको लैंडफॉर्म के बारे में इम्पोर्टेंट फैक्ट शेयर हो रहा है। धन्यवाद।